Question number 7, David Seymour.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Revenue and reads as follows. Does he think the tax system for New Zealand businesses is fair and equitable?
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Well, Mr Speaker, yes, and we're making it even fairer, more equitable and easier through the Business Transformation Project funding and Small Business Tax Package announced in Budget 2016.
Supplementary question, David Seymour.
Does he think tax-paying New Zealand businesses would be comfortable knowing that neither Sanitarium nor Mission Estate Wines pay company tax due to their advancement of religion being categorised as a charitable purpose? And will the measures he just alluded to address that question?
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, as the former Chief Executive of an organisation led by a religious order and a non-tax-paying entity, I'm very aware of the issues that they raise. Many of those organisations distribute profits for charitable work, particularly that proportion that they would otherwise pay in tax. It was reviewed by the previous government and found that there was no case for changing the status quo.
Supplementary question, David Seymour.
Does he think it's fair on typical tax-paying New Zealand businesses when we have examples like the failed French company Gameloft of My Little Pony fame having its corporate tax rate, which presumably was nothing, offset by a $2.9 million government grant funded by other taxpayers?
Speaker.
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, I have no knowledge, I'm sorry to say, of that issue, but I'd be very happy to address it if the member puts it down in writing.
Supplementary.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, David Seymour.
Would it not be fairer and more equitable to simply cut the company tax rate for all New Zealand businesses rather than have these various transfers, grants and loopholes?
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Well, Mr Speaker, the government is committed to a broad-based low-rate tax system and it is being held up as just that. I'm satisfied that we have a tax framework that creates the right incentives for growth and profit.
Supplementary question, David Seymour.
How can the Minister say he is satisfied with our company taxation system when the OECD says we have the 4th highest effective tax rate on capital in the developed world?
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Well, Mr Speaker, the member refers in his question to capital, and obviously that is an issue that is a live one which the Tax Working Group looked at in detail in 2009, and the government did make some changes to the way in which the tax framework worked, but we're satisfied with the place we've got to.
Question number